That was so weird. All right, I'm Johnny Scoville, you guys. This is Chase the Heat. I don't know what it is right now. It's working. And now I can live stream from here. So if people join in, we're going to do some question and answers now that it's working. All right. I don't know what the problem was. It's working better. Look, here, let me show you a couple things. Now that I'm using my computer now. I'm sorry for all the trouble. We're here for a while. I don't know what went on there. I'm very sorry. Check this out. Check this out. No, hang on. Okay. These right here, you guys, can you see this? This is all the notifications from one trip. Changes, there should only be 3, one for each leg. Look at that. This is all, if you add them all up, there's like 4 or 5 cancellations, 1 million delays. Man, I'm really upset about it. Oh, this is so much better. God, it's working better. I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened there. It wasn't working, and now it is. So you know what I'm going to do? Eat another pepper. This one's got black seeds, too. What a bummer. Look. See the black seeds? So everybody, what a bummer. I'm really disappointed that happened with my phone. Is it lagging, anybody? Man, these black seeds just don't want to go. They want to stay. I'm way better now. Teresa, thank you. Christopher Reinhardt's new. Welcome to the family. Brad Crane, thanks for hanging out with us. Sorry I have to go back to work. I still have the Jeep knife. Just haven't used it in a while. I will, though. All right. So, yeah, it's a stingy pepper. Tends to sting the tongue more than burn. It's pretty neat. Black seeds are no good, Edward. Yeah, black anything on the inside of a pod, unless it's a ricotta pepper, then the seeds are black. Okay, Matt Hicks, new, doesn't eat peppers, but loves the video. Still part of the family, man. Welcome. Excuse me. Hi, Martin Leonard. Phoenix Chilli, good to see you in London. London calling. A little foreshadowing of things to come. I got a couple trips to London I'll be making in the next few months. Looks like I'll be going to London in October and July. Yeah, I went to, that was the first place I went to today, Eric, was Walmart. Yet, no Hobbs. In fact, when I said, "Do you have any habaneros?" She looked at me like, I looked in the spot, didn't see any. I thought I'd ask anyway since I was there. She looked like she didn't speak my language. Eric Bryant's going to London in a week. Very good. Enjoy it. I'm not sure. I was talking just today to somebody about the 25-hour live stream. I don't know. You know what I'm going to do in July? I'm going to jump out of a plane again. I need some peppers in the free fall. I think I'm going to try to, I'm going to eat 3 different peppers, so they aren't just Reapers. I'll see if I can maybe get maybe a chocolate bootleg or something. I don't get a heartburn, Christopher. It's pretty interesting. Walmart had them where you are, Mark. That's pretty cool. Winco had them. They had Ghost? No way. That's awesome. Lawn Dog, I took 3 bottles of hot sauce Father's Day to a Mexican restaurant. Yes, became the center of attention and a family t-shirt on. Hey, awesome. I always bring my hot sauce to restaurants. Jason, 45,000. Thank you, Maxwell. 50,000 Skydiving. No, I'm going to do something. I want to do something special for 50, but I'm not sure if what I have planned. I don't know if I can put a simple in a lot of moving parts, so to speak. And I don't know if I can get it together by the time 50,000 happens. Well, I've got a really outrageous one for 100. It's going to be out of control. Desiree knows all about it. It's going to be wonderful. Clinton, Ohio. Hi, Sean. Left Eye Pat said that the habanero reminded him of the Serrano stick. Different for me. Totally different than the Hellboy sauce burn, but that's a fact. Can bring tincture to the UK. You want some tincture? Yeah, I'll bring some tincture to the UK. Skydiving again. That viz was the best on YouTube. You know what's really funny about that? That video didn't blow up more. Still is probably one of my favorites I've ever done because I was scared to death. It was like a really gnarly challenge, combining two really crazy things. Actually, skydiving isn't that crazy, and neither is eating peppers. But you put the two together, it's kind of crazy. I thought that was going to blow up. You know, I have some that have close to 400,000 views. That has like 15,000. I'm interesting. Thank you, Desiree. All right. So, who's got some questions? It should have bumped. You know, I don't know. It is what it is. I think the one I got planned for 100 probably will. Of course, I thought the skydiving one would. This is a pretty interesting one. Plastic containers at your Walmart. Interesting. Hi, Training 39. Okay, good question, Phoenix Chilli. He said, at what Scoville range does heavy oil and that floral taste start creeping in? I think I don't know. I think the heavy oils, like the thicker oil, I'm not sure heavy or thick is a good way to describe it. I think more oil is present in the pod and more heat. That starts to me at the ghost pepper. But, with super hots, one of the common traits of a super hot is floral flavors. But sometimes it's just not. I mean, like, to me, chocolate pods are so floral. Every once in a while, I get a chocolate pod with no floral flavor at all. So it's hard to figure out. If somebody can come up with a chocolate pod and just absolutely straight eliminate all the floral, give me a break. That would be awesome. Roman Filer, thank you, dude. Appreciate it a lot. Wash your hands before using the restroom. How about it? I'm mostly recovered, Jeff. It was a rough night. Listen, I went to bed. I got back from the trip, and I didn't even bother going to the carousel. Went straight to the luggage because I was a day late. So clearly, my bag had arrived the day earlier and was already in there. I get there, and I go right there, and my bag's not there. She said, yeah, your bag is... She didn't want to say lost, but she absolutely didn't know where it was. Like that's, when you don't know where something is, you use the word lost. But she said, we'll find it, I assure you. And she said that she would have it delivered to my home. Well, she asked me if I want to come back. I'm like, sweetheart, with what United did to me, I haven't slept in a day and a half or 2 days. And, I want to go home and go to bed. So they said, well, we'll deliver it. And I didn't want them they said, we'll put it on your porch. I gave my address, but I didn't want them to leave it on my porch because all my camera equipment, all my equipment for the channel was in there. So I kind of stayed up a little bit. At 12:30, I went out. It wasn't here yet. I was like, you got to be kidding me. I can't believe it's not there. I just said, the heck with it. Went to bed. It was there in the morning. Tacos or burritos? Yes. I like them both. Now, listen, when I want a taco, a burrito won't work. But when I want a burrito, a taco won't work. That's kind of how it works. Dana said it wasn't as bad as he thought. Needed a sip of milk. Delicious. Dana, I have a friend. I have a friend Dana who's a guy. I got a couple friend Danas who are women. Are you male or female? Just want to say him or her. Make sure I get it right. Derek Land, I may have missed it. What are we reviewing next week? We haven't talked about that yet. Let's talk about it. It's going to be hard to go to the next level of pod because ghost peppers are something hotter than the orange hob isn't that readily accessible for most folks. So I don't know. I think maybe we want to go to a sauce. I think we should do a sauce next week and go for a hot one. I don't know. I mean, I wish everybody could let's throw some suggestions out. Do you guys have access to ghost peppers? Ghost peppers a bit much this early in the build. Here's what I would tell you. Look, my dad was on a video a couple weeks ago. I gave him a slice of, can't remember what the pepper was. It was a hot one. I gave him a little sliver. Oops, dropped the sliver on the floor. I cut another sliver. I cut a sliver this big. He ate it. It gave him an idea of the flavor. He got full flavor and a shadow of the burn. So even though ghosts are a lot hotter, excuse me, there's an unfortunate 24-hour snafu. We can figure it out. Listen, you know, I'm not sure if this is true, but you know, the word kanji, you know what that is, right? Kanji is kanji is a little symbol in Chinese writing. It means something. And the kanji, the word for catastrophe is the same as the word for solution. So, if there's a catastrophe, we can come up with a solution for it. Glad you're here now, Tony. Don't worry about it, bro. Eat 10 chocolate bulos. Never eaten 10. What's the most I've ever eaten one time? I don't remember. Probably eaten 4 or 5, maybe more. Well, I did the chocolate bulo screaming or the Screaming Eagle chocolate challenge. All of those were chocolate pods, and you buy super hot in mainstream stores. It's kind of tough. Some stores, you know, in Australia, I've seen Reapers in grocery stores. Not in America yet. If you're looking for your tubes, they are. Oh yeah, do me a favor, please. The tubes got mailed late because of problems, so they're coming. Don't worry. I have not seen Reapers in the U.S., Jeff. I'm sure there are. I'm sure there's some. Look, let's say I owned a grocery store. My deal was a grocery store. Do you think I'd have habaneros and ghost peppers in my grocery store? Absolutely. So there are certainly grocery store people that have good buyers that like peppers. So. Are you growing my own chilies? Phoenix chili ass. I'm not. As part of it's, you know, I don't know. I'm an excuse maker. I travel a lot. It would be hard to do, you know. I wish I could. Maybe someday I will. Daniel says there'd be lawsuits in America if they were sold in grocery stores. I don't know, man. Yeah, I mean, habaneros could hurt somebody. I remember a guy had a reaction, died from eating a habanero, and they're sold in grocery stores. The Tube of Terror is now an FYE. It's a store in America, 200 stores. The Tube of Terror is in a store. Imagine that. Christina Watkins says, where can I buy a Tube of Terror? You can buy a Tube of Terror a couple places. You can buy them from store, FYE, if you go there. A couple stores in Canada have them. Or you can go to my website, johnnyscoville.com, and buy them there. Do that. It's not hard, Johnny. Just plant it, let it grow in a bucket. Yeah, probably should. Special orders, any peppers. Oh, you guys are all awesome. All right, so we still have to decide what to do Monday. Fortunately, it's only Tuesday, so we have some time to think about it. I don't know. Here's the problem. We have to decide on. We're not going to be able to get a pepper hotter than the orange hob that everybody can get. So I think maybe we should do a sauce. What sauce should we get though? Boy, you know what? We could go to with Dave's Insanity sauce, but it's just such an awful sauce. I mean, it tastes like garbage. I don't want to support that company and have all you guys go buy that sauce because it's that horrible. For real. Zombie snot. That's not a bad idea. Well, here's what we do. If we do the zombie snot, we really can't do it Monday because people would need to buy it. It's not a bad idea. What we could do is have everybody go to, hellfirehotsauce.com, buy a bottle of zombie snot, use the promotional code Johnny, and saves 20%. We could do that. You guys cool with that? You guys cool about doing that? How about wasabi? That's a thought. Hold on. Thought I was seeing things. We could do wasabi. Dave's Insanity sauce is horrible. I'm sorry. It's so terrible. Zombie snot is great. That's what we're going to do, I think. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go through Hellfire's selection, and I'm going to come up with like 3 sauces. I'll let you guys know what it is on tomorrow. Let's see, tomorrow I go live too because I wasn't supposed to go live tonight. I did because of yesterday's snafu. So tomorrow we go live. I'll give you guys a number of sauces that we can use, and we can do that. Make sure you use the promotional code and save some money. A ghost pepper filled with cayenne pepper and plutonium. You know what? Sriracha is not a bad idea. It's pretty mainstream, but it's not very hot. It's really mild, actually. Have you heard the news about Sriracha changing their formula? I've heard about it. I'm not sure if it's proven. There are a lot of people who say they have. I haven't tasted the new one to see. Their Blueberry Hell, Left Eye Pat, Blueberry Hell is such a great sauce. Hellfire is awesome. It's a great company. It's a Hellfire. Look at this. Who said that? Hold on a second. Mike Call from New Zealand, South Island. Boy, I love New Zealand. I can't wait to go back. You guys want to hear what I did, you guys? I got this from the guys, my brothers in New Zealand gave this to me. It's made from New Zealand jade. It's kind of cool. It's like a traditional New Zealand thing. I super glued this. It was weird. It had this thing where you could like loosen it on either side and make it down to here. Depending, it was always adjusting and moving. So I super glued this thing. It's not going anywhere. Love New Zealand. First Blood's a great sauce too, John. You're right. The Hellboy 4-pack 2 years ago challenge. Very, very good. I like that Catfish Redneck. The Sriracha's makers are in a lawsuit with their long. They've had lawsuits all over the place. They relocated a place in California, and everyone in the town was saying, it smells bad. You're stinking the town up. So we hired the town. Not like the whole town, but enough people in the town that they couldn't really go after their lawsuits. So, well, here's the weird thing. I don't know. People are suing everybody for everything. You know how easy it is to knock off a product? You know what I mean by that? Any sauce I have, I could send it to. I know 3 or 4 people I could send it to and have a duplicate sauce. Not identical, but boy, you'd be like, wow. And here's why. You get a good sauce maker who has his or her act together, and they read the ingredients, you can reverse engineer it, So we can use. All right, you say that again, I'm going to ban you from this channel. Not smooth. Got me? Okay, I'm not going to mention that again. You've been warned. Thank you, Desiree. I use a lot of Dave's Insanity sauce. Man, it's horrible. You can cook with it. If you mix it in with it, it does place. But just putting it on stuff, you're a bigger man than I, Gunga Dan. I wouldn't eat that stuff. It's garbage. I think you could probably take rust off a trailer hitch with it. Tastes awful. It's definitely a great thing to keep your tolerance up, but it just tastes so gross. Ugh. Yeah, I mean, listen, if you're going to put a little bit in with some chili or some chopped meat, if you're going to make tacos, you can kind of heat it up. But, man, I'm telling you, if I could smell 99% of the time, if I can smell the extract, I'm going to taste it. And if I can taste it, I'm not going to like it. It does taste nasty to me. Yeah, putting on food is rough. Mixing it's a better deal. Good work, Bruce. You are a savage, though, man. Cool-looking skull balls can get you a lawsuit with Dan Aykroyd. And, boy, is he a bully. I have such a problem with that. You know how many people put stuff in bottles? Listen, if he wants to do if Dan Aykroyd wants to, like, patent and say you can't sell vodka in a skull, go for it. I'm all about that. Go for it. But to say you can't sell anything in a skull, whatever, man. Whatever. That's crazy. Megan, thank you so much. Appreciate it, girl. It means the world, honestly. So I have friends. If you go online later when we're done and go online and Google products sold in skull containers or bottles or glasses or whatever, you won't believe it. But he's just a bully. I don't like bullies. I got a problem with bullies. I had a funny talk about my son, Junior, over the weekend. He had a bully once. I should tell you the story. I don't know if it's a good story. It's going to get me in trouble. I don't know if I should. You've heard that story, Desiree. Should I tell that story? It's a good one. I just don't know if it's going to make you guys look at me badly. I will tell Junior, congratulations, Tim. Good to see you. Okay. I can tell the story? Okay. Put up your right hand and say, I solemnly swear not to judge Johnny, and it won't affect how I feel about him. It's just a story. long ago, years and years ago, Junior was about this big. He was probably, I don't know how old he was. He was probably in 3rd grade. He was a little guy, and comes home. He's got a bully, and it was a weird school. School was actually literally in the neighborhood, where they lived, and he would walk home. It was like literally 250 yards from the school to his house, and every day when he'd get out of the school, this bully would come over and give him a hard time, kind of push him around. He wasn't to the point where he's beating him, but he was really just, listen, bullies are traumatic. When you're a kid and you got a bully, I had one, it was awful. So this kid was bullying my son, and so I said, I'm going to fix that. And one day I found out what time school was out. I asked him to tell me what the kid looked like. He said, okay. He told me what the kid looked like. Tall kid for his age. So, and he said, I pulled up for the school. I hid there so my son didn't see me. Junior walks out of school. He comes out of school, goes down and starts up the sidewalk. I see this big kid run across the sidewalk to go stand right next to Junior. I knew that was him. So I whistled real loud. I said, hey, you, come here. This kid walked over to me, and Junior came over too. Junior's on the side, kid's right in front of me. I pointed at my son. I said, you know who this kid is? He went, it's my son. I said, you've been bullying him, huh? He went, I said, you know what's going to happen if you bully my kid again? He went, no. I said, I know where you live. I'm going to follow you home. I'm going to knock on your door, and I'm going to pound you into unconsciousness. How would you like that? He went, started crying. He felt bad actually a little bit, but he never went near my son again. I said, I'm not going to have a problem with you. You don't need to cry, but stay. If you see my son on this side of the street, on this side, are we really clear? And he said, yeah. I said, are you ever going to go near my son again? He said, nope. I said, are you going to talk to him again? He said, nope. And that kid never said a word to my son again. Now, I never had to fight my kids' battles again after that. He stood right there and watched how I handled that. I think he handled his problems after that, kind of the way I handled that one. But man, listen, I don't deal with bullies. And if I saw somebody bullying a kid and it wasn't even my kid, I would do that. Here's the thing about a bully. Bullies are tough and hit them really hard in the mouth or stand up to them. You don't have to hit them in the mouth. You stand up to them and they realize it's a scary thing. Bullies tend to back down. Anyway, if you think I'm a bad guy for doing that, I apologize. Yeah, Dan Aykroyd's a punk. Sorry. And I used to love him, man. Really did. I still love a lot of his movies. I don't judge the guy to the point where he's such a jerk I won't watch his movies. But man, he's bullied people I know, friends of mine, and I don't appreciate it. Oh, I did tell that story, Derek? I don't remember telling that story in the live stream. Wow, I shouldn't have done that. I guess I did. It's good. At least you know I'm telling you the truth. You can't make that up twice. That was a funny story. Can we appreciate Desiree for the help on the channel? Thank you. How about that? Thank you, Desiree. A great help. Give her a thank you, you guys. She does. Here's the thing. The problem is this. You guys see me. The camera's always in front of me, and I'm it's my channel. What you don't see is you don't see everything that she does. And that's the truth of it. Like today, I did this morning? I ate nothing. But you know what she did this morning? She booked my ticket to Manila in August. You know what I mean? And making sure I get an aisle and just so she's, I call her my girl Friday. She is capable. Excuse me. Plus, there was the Wartrix incident. Are you familiar with the Wartrix incident? It was the first or the second? No, it was the first 25-hour live stream. Oh, it must have been about 17 hours in, getting a little bleary-eyed. Her husband was watching. Somebody said, she should eat a Wartrix. I said to Duke. Duke was like, eat it. I'm like, Duke, it's going to hurt her. I don't want you to be mad at me. He's like, listen, if she wants to eat it, she can eat it. So Desiree had a Wartrix. It's a pepper, super hot, ridiculously hot pepper. Created, not just grown, but created by Matthew Arthur. And it was actually grown by him. He sent it to me. Matthew Arthur's a great man. Talk about a legend. Wow. The word legend is thrown around too often. That guy's a legend. At any rate, Desiree popped this thing in her mouth. And it didn't take long. Got hot really quickly. And she ended up in the bathroom on the floor. She said she had a pepper baby. It was something. But here's the deal. I didn't force her to do it. Afterwards, you know what she said? Correct me if I'm wrong. Desiree, you're still here. She said, that was fun. And that moment when that endorphin rush kicks in, you come down and you're out of the woods. You're past the bad part. That feeling, she said, was amazing. And she said, I can see why you do it. So, It was pretty great. That was a fun video. We need to do another 25-hour one. That's what we need to do. So here's what's, you want to hear what's next? Let me give you guys a little idea of what's coming next. Hold on just a moment. So we've got third week in July. I'm going to be going to London for a few events there. 65 days, I'll be in Manila. 86 days, I'll be in Tampa. The best thing about the Borscht, she got right up afterwards and kept going. Yeah, man, she's a rock star. Can't keep her down. Then I'm going back to the UK again in October, and then I'll be in Fremantle, Australia, in February. And I have something very special planned first week in August. Only I can't tell you about. Pretty cool though. It's gonna be fun. Gonna be in London, isn't it? Not sure what you mean. Yeah, Junior's a huge dude. He was like 5'4" when we started the channel. He's like 6'3" now. 210, 215. He's a monster. Great guy. I love him a lot. It'll be fun when about 4 months or so, 4 or 5 months. He'll be living with me, and it'll be Johnny and Junior all the time. Whereabouts in the UK am I going to view? Do you mean in? I'm going to be in. Give me 1 second. I'll tell you. I'm not exactly sure the first trip. The second trip, I will be in Newcastle. Pretty sure. Still waiting for it to come up. It came to me as I'm pulling this up. Pretty sure it's Newcastle on the second trip. Not quite sure the first trip. Yes, it'll be Newcastle in October. Not quite sure in July, though. I'd like to meet you. That'd be awesome. Don't you worry about not being around. Busy's cool. Busy's good. That's a great idea. I should do an online calendar. Desiree, see, another great thing. You think I can come up with that? Nah. But put Desiree on the job, it'll get done. Why? Because she's capable. She's working on it already. Wearing her dork glasses in that comment there. I love it. Just filmed stomach hands. Just filmed the challenge. I ate 4 habaneros full of the bomb. Beyond Saturday. 4 dried covered in ghost sauce. A gnarly challenge. I've done a few gusher challenges. They're kind of fun. The hottest one I ever did was actually a habanero, just like this. I cut a hole in it and filled it with 50 or 60 drops of the 13 million Scoville pure extract drops. And then I put 15.2 million pure extract powder on the outside and ate it. That was a good one. A great rush for that one. Steely Dan from Michigan. Good to see you, Steely Dan. It would be great to meet you, Phoenix. Down Somerset, a bit far, but we'd love to meet you. That'd be really, really fun. You never know. I'll get there. Listen, UK is one of those visits. The July visit is going to be short, but the October visit, I'm going to try to stay there for a week or two, just because there's a lot to see, and I want to catch as much of it as possible. So I'm going to do something for 50,000. I don't know what it's going to be. Desiree knows, but I have a really, really stellar one planned for 100,000. That is, isn't it good, Desiree? Isn't it a good one? The one planned for 100 is going to be awesome. But I'll do something for 50. I'm not sure what though. In front of the hot sauce at the grocery store, chuckle myself. I'm not a pepperhead yet. Lou Walsh. I found myself in front of the hot sauce at the grocery store, chuckling myself. I'm not a pepperhead yet. Yeah, the fact that you're here, it's in you. Aston says I should make a. Stop typing. You should make a trip to Somerset. There you go. You can, how far? I'm not sure how far it is, but I'd love that. You bet, John. S'mores made out of the Nemesis bar, sprinkled with tote nuts. That'd be interesting. Notice I said tote, not tot. I imagine an accent on those O's. Yes, thank you, Desiree. That would be a great s'more. It's not a bad idea. Super hot s'more. Desiree, remind me of that later because I'll forget. I need links for goods online. My local specialty store went out of business in 2013. Wow, that's not cool. All you gotta do is this. Who said that, by the way? That was Bruce. The best thing you can do, Bruce, is this. This is what I would urge all you guys to do. If you ever want to buy a sauce, like if you're thinking, hey, I want to try a, doesn't matter. You pretty much name it, and I've done it. So no matter what sauce, if you're thinking like, hey, I want to try one of the new sauces from Hellfire, I want to try a sauce from, you know, so many. All you do is go to the search bar, and that the name of the sauce, and hit enter. You'll see a video. I probably have done it, and you can click on it. And the reason I'm suggesting it, number one, you can hear about what the sauce is about, and see if you might like it. But always, always, always in the description box of whatever video you're looking at, you go to the description box, you'll see a link for that maker. So if you watch a sauce and you see a video like, oh, I want to try a sauce, just go to the description box. What that is you go down below. It says Johnny Scoville. It says more. Click the more. A whole big drop box will open up. It'll have a link to them, and you can get some there. So that's something good you can do. Have you ever tried a sauce called Frostbite? I have indeed. Good example. I've done it, reviewed it here. It's not so much a sauce, for mixed drinks like Bloody Marys and such. I suppose you could put it in foods, but it's heat without flavor. Every Pequins. Yeah, they're great. Love them. Texas CTH brother, Kyle Dawsey. You gotta be kidding me. Really my tolerance. Growing Reapers. Are had by all. I like that, Kyle. Where it's at, my man. The Angry Irishman. Love them. Hotter than Al. I've reviewed them all. You bet. Listen, you honestly, there are probably. Well, look, there are one. Yeah. As I'm saying this, we have 1,121 videos on the channel. Where is this lost? There, 1,120 videos on this channel. Only 135 of them are challenges. So, and even the challenges will have links to buy if you want to, buy what I'm doing in the challenge. There's a link in there. So, all of just, Yucatel, Yucateco, you name it. I've done just about everything. I eat Tabasco sauce, Danny Ismail says. And what's the next step up you recommend? The next hotter thing, nothing too crazy hot. I would go from, you know what? If you're just doing regular Tabasco, try their Tabasco habanero. It's a little hotter. Try their Tabasco scorpion. It's a little hotter. So Tabasco, if you want to stay, I like Tabasco a lot. Some sauce snobs in the chili community look down there and give people a hard time. I love Tabasco. Big fan right here. I'll always be a Tabasco fan. But they have several levels within Tabasco you can find. So, what's my all-time favorite sauce? Don't really have one. I got a few that are really, really up there. I like Swampadelic. I like Deverandum. I like Exoresco. I like Hellfire, or Fearless, excuse me. A lot of good ones. I don't really have a favorite. Whatever I'm eating at the moment, if I pick up the right sauce for the food, is my favorite in that moment. You're funny, lawn dog. Nah, listen. Oh, by the way, I think I told you this in one video. Maybe you weren't on it. But excuse me, in the past, if I had a review that was bad, didn't like the stuff, I wouldn't air it. I would send it to the maker and say, look, clean your house. You got some work to do. Here's why I didn't like it. And I always say to them, can I air it? Yes. If you say yes, I will. No, I won't. And they always say no. Once in a while, they've said yes. But I've changed that. I'm no longer giving them the option. If their sauce is no good, you're going to hear about it. And the reason is I had an interesting, you know why that I came to that conclusion? Scott Michael, the guy who gave me this. I was talking about it, and he said, are you there to help the sauce makers, or are you an advocate for the chili heads? I thought to myself, I really want to help sauce makers sell sauce because that helps the community grow. But really, I'm here for you, way more for you guys than the sauce makers. Hope that doesn't bum the sauce makers out because I am here for them. But it doesn't do me any good. I mean, it's sure, if I really thought they would revamp their Scott Michael is the best. Man, I love that guy. If I thought they would take my what I said in the review, and absolutely fix it, we wouldn't be talking about this. I wouldn't feel the need to upload it. But I don't trust that they'll do that. The only guy who's done that? David Dobbs from Bow Hunter's Jerky. Man, way back in the channel, a couple of years ago, he sent me I bought some beef jerky. It was Carolina Reaper jerky. And man, there wasn't any Carolina flavor, and there sure was no Carolina Reaper heat. And I was scathing. This is when I was living in Texas. He's a Texas company. I said to him, up your game. And you embarrassed me. I said some hard, probably the second harshest video I've ever done. I said, I'm sorry if you don't like that, but it's the truth. Truth hurts. I did that video. The next day on Facebook, he was not a Facebook friend of mine. The next day on Facebook, man, he messaged me and said, hey, thank you for doing the review. I'm the owner of Go Hunters Jerky. I'm like, sorry if I was a little harsh. My bad. And he said, no, man. He goes, this is what he said. He goes, I appreciate it. It's wonderful and refreshing to get an honest review. Can I tell you something? You guys want honest reviews. Can I tell you that the sauce makers do too? They don't want yes men. So he said, I said, I'm sorry if I was harsh. He goes, yeah, believe it or not, I sold out. So even though it was a harsh review, he sold out of all of it. 10 days later, that dude, David, was at my door where I was living with a brand new recipe, and he called it the Scoville Mango Jerky. Something like that. They had my name on it, and man, it was hot. So some people, if I thought everybody that had a bunk sauce or a lousy powder or something I didn't like, something wonky, was going to handle it the way David did, I would never need to worry about uploading the video. But I don't have the faith in everybody else that I have in that guy. So that you will be seeing views as they come up. All right, Aston says, I've got a challenge coming up to me. It's a Scotch bonnet, Trinidad Scorpion, Carolina Reaper for a charity. Happy days in the heat, especially for a good cause. Yeah, let me ask you a question. You have to eat all three of those? Like 1, 2, and 3, like that? Because if you do the bonnet's not bad. Scorpion can be bad. The Reaper's going to get you in the throat. Lawn Dog Yellowbird, what a sauce. I think it was very good. I agree. It's kind of funky tasting. I will tell you this. One of them I didn't like so much. One of them I liked a lot. Believe it or not, I didn't review it. You want to know why I didn't review it? I went through the bottle so fast. So a couple of their sauces I do like, and I will tell you, you guys remember the worst? Anybody guys know the worst, meanest review I ever did? I won't even need to tell you. You guys know. I know you know. Somebody's going to know. My mouth's not made of asbestos. Here's the thing. I was talking to probably Desiree. You have to eat all three of them. You'll be all right. Be free. Thanks, man. I didn't always have a good relationship with my dad like that. What was I just going to say? Man, ADD off the hook. Like, what's over here? Lose my train of thought. You know how many kids it takes with ADHD to change a bicycle tire? I have a new bike. That's a funny joke, but I have all of my children have ADHD, and I have ADHD. Just plutonium. Oh. Boy, Trader Joe's is an interesting place. I was asking about the harshest video. That's what I was telling you. Now, here's the harshest video I ever did. Go Google it. You'll get a laugh. Man, it was bad. I did a review for Noosa yogurt. They're black cherry and serrano. I did throw one in the yard. It was a Yucatan something. That was a weird review too. I did it and spit it out right there. I emptied the whole bottle. I've never done that before. And then I thought about it. All these people were saying, "Oh, it's a great sauce, Johnny. I can't believe you don't like it." And I thought, yeah, I must have got the wrong. It was bad. So I went back and got it again. Don't like that sauce. But anyway, I did this review for Noosa. You know what I said in the review in Noosa? I said, if you want to steal from people, get a gun. It's easier. Point it at them. They'll give you your money. You don't need to come up with this elaborate marketing plan, create a bogus product, sell it to them one time only. They didn't like that. And then here's the crazy thing. They sent me an email saying, Johnny, we saw the review. What can we do? Is there anything we can do to make you happy? I'm like, yeah, scratch the whole project, start all over again, and actually put some serranos in it. But they didn't do it. Nick Barnes. Did I see Nick Barnes? I thought I saw Nick Barnes. I saw Nick. I know you're here, Nick. I can sense it. It was. There it is. It was a great conversation in New York City. Yes, it was, Nick. I had fun with you, Nick. Wasn't that a good time? That was fun. All righty. No Serrano taste. Here's the deal. I said in the video of Noosa, I said, if it has this much Serrano flavor, I'll be happy. If it has this much Serrano heat, I'll be happy. I get it. It's a mainstream product. I wasn't looking for a melt your face off pepper. First of all, Serrano is not that kind of pepper. So I wasn't looking for Serrano heat in the yogurt. I was just looking for something, a glimmer of something. And there was nothing. Oh, it's awful. Yep, there you are, Nick, my man. Desiree likes their Noosa key lime. Here you go. Let's see here. Are there any spicy beers? Yeah, you know what? I had one. I don't know anymore, but I had one at Denver. Stevie something. I was in a diner, a little diner, and they had a habanero beer. I thought, interesting. It wasn't a habanero beer. It was a cherry pepper beer. I don't know. It actually had good flavor. It was good. I liked it. And then when I went to when I was in Perth, they brewed a batch of beer from me being there. That was a habanero beer, and that was the only beer I'd ever tasted that actually had a bite to it. It was like, wow, it's pretty cool. I like that a lot. Cilantro and sauce. I love cilantro and sauce. You know, I reviewed a sauce today. It was the first sauce I reviewed for Ammo Box. And while I really liked the sauce, it was very, very delicious. The only change I would have made would be to throw a little bit of cilantro in there. I think it would have taken it to the next level. But nonetheless, it was still a great sauce. Anyhow, we soaked Serrano in Everclear. Yeah, I'm pretty much done with all the drinking. Doesn't work for me. You know why? I like being sober. Here's the thing. I don't usually talk about this very much, but it is what it is. Yesterday, when I was going through all this headache with United, if I was drinking that, I would have said that. I would have made a beeline to a bar and had a bunch of beer, but I didn't. I feel really good about not drinking. I'm a better Johnny Scoville sober. I mean that. Chasing the heat is the high I like. Boy, there's truth to that. It really is. Thank you, Nick. I'm glad you're proud of me. I'm proud of me. Can I tell you that? Really, I'm not proud of me for jumping out of an airplane eating peppers. I'm not proud of me for eating 20 peppers in a challenge. I'm proud of me for that. And it was really cool. I went to my kids. I don't drink beer anymore. I want to be a good example, you know. Listen, some people have no problem with it, and 99% of the time, I don't have a problem with it either. But you know, it's just money I don't need to spend, and I'd rather be focused. Let me tell you this. I 2 years ago, I went to the New York City Hot Sauce Expo. This year, I went to. And listen, when I go to an expo, they open the doors at 10 o'clock. At 8 o'clock, somebody's by the booth going with a Bloody Mary going, Johnny. So I was like, that's how I'd start. I mean it. Ask Nick. He was there. But this year, I didn't. Didn't have any. You know what I had? Ask Nick. He was with me this time. I had cranberry juice. So I love cranberry juice. More fun this year than I had last year, and that's the truth of it. I mean it. Plus, I lost like 15 pounds. Like that. It's kind of a cool little byproduct of not drinking. Jeremy, I'm proud that you're a part of this too, dude. I mean it. Boy, yeah, you know, I never had a hard time looking. It's not like I shave in the dark because I couldn't see my reflection because it bummed me out so much. But I definitely feel better about who I am now. That's a fact. For sure. Any relation to Wilbur Scoville? No. Same name, no relation. Wilbur, the man. What's the best relief for spice burn, if you know what I mean? Oh, you mean like you mean when you're in the Oval Office the next day, that kind of spice burn? Is that what you mean by that? Because I'm really fortunate. Once in a blue moon, that bothers me. But I mean a blue moon, like maybe 2 times in the last 5 years, I've had any trouble with that. It doesn't really bother me there. I don't really know why, but yeah, I don't know. You know, people joke, put your toilet paper in the freezer. I don't really know. I mean, I'm very blessed that doesn't happen to me. You want that to stop, eat more peppers. I know it sounds like counterintuitive, but here's the deal. The higher your tolerance gets in anything, the less negative issues bother you. I use the alcohol and the pepper thing as a perfect example. I don't drink anymore. 5 or 6 shots of tequila, I'd be on the floor throwing up. I'd be sick tomorrow. I would make a video tomorrow. If I did, I'd be groggy. But I have friends that they can drink a bottle of tequila, get up and go to work the next day. Those negative effects don't bother them because they're used to it. Same thing with peppers. If you don't have a tolerance, when you go to the Oval Office to do your paperwork, you're going to have some issues. But the higher your tolerance gets, a lot of you. Oh no, Johnny's back. Yes, he is. What are pepper socks? I'm guessing socks with peppers on them. I don't know. I'm not quite sure. If you take a heat break for a few days, does your body go through withdrawals or heat cravings? I don't. I go through heat cravings every day. I had somebody. You want to hear something funny? I had somebody make a comment. And I get troll comments once in a while. I don't usually entertain them. Once in a while, I'll comment back. The problem is that when you feed a troll, that's what they want is to be fed. But this guy said, "Look, this guy is just a junkie." He admitted that that he does this for the capsaicin. He's just a junkie. And I said, "Your point? Listen, it's healthy. It's legal. I'm not sticking a needle in my arm. I'm not chasing the dragon. I'm chasing the heat." And I said, "You have a point, and you're dabbling there. Look, it's the healthiest." So, the Oval Office. I didn't make that up. Somebody said that to me. That was pretty funny. Is there a dopamine effect when you delve into the hottest peppers? Absolutely. What you need to do is, the top 8 videos of mine, I hallucinate most of them. What happens is this: when you really get into pain, you're right, Nick. You can't just direct it in a healthier way. You got that right. What happens is when you eat something really, really hot. Excuse me. Somebody today, I can't remember who it was, said my ears are burning just from habanero. What happens when you get something really, really hot? Your body goes through distress. It's like, oh, like the command center up here goes, we've got a problem. Our throat's burning. Our throat's on fire. Send dopamine. And that's the body's, it's almost like your body's opiate, natural opiate, a painkiller. And you get this like, it's amazing. You get this great feeling. With me, the first time, I know when endorphin rush is coming when my ears start to burn. My ears start to burn. I'm like, oh, here it comes. And it's a relief, too, because what it does is it offsets the pain. And then it becomes, you've seen a guy like, I'm trying to think which one it was. I don't remember what challenge it was. It was some challenge I ate an absurd amount of something. And I felt so good. I said that in the video. I'm like, man, I feel so good right now. And if you think about that, to do something that I did and get to a feel good. But here's the issue, though, and I can't remember who asked that question, but here's the issue about the endorphins. Most people will never get that. Heck. Yuck, there's something foul in my drink. Sorry. Most people will never do that because you got to go way past your comfort zone. Like if you put a jalapeno pepper in your mouth and it really burns you, eat 2 more. Maybe you'll get an endorphin rush. But after you eat 1 and it really burns you, the last thing you want to do is eat 2 more. You know what I mean? So you got to push yourself way past your. Like I eat I could eat every one of the. I have 1 more sitting here, and it wouldn't give me an endorphin rush to eat it. Back in the day, one Carolina Reaper would give me sort of a bit of an endorphin rush. Now it takes like 6. It's like somebody who drinks 1 beer. At some point, the 1 beer gives them a buzz. Well, you drink 1 beer a lot, 1 beer is not going to give you a buzz. So what do? They drink 2 or 3 more. But that's a slippery slope because alcohol sucks. They're not. It's not the slippery slope. It's not going to give you stomach issues. It's not going to give you ulcers. That's a lie. It's not going to burn your taste buds. That's a lie. What it's going to do is increase your metabolism. That's a fact. It's going to increase your immune system. That's a fact. And it just feels good. That's a fact. So to me, it's like a no-brainer. What? Why would a pepper cause the nipples to heat up? There you go. That's why I should read the comments before I say them out loud. I don't know, Bruce. I've never had my nipples burned from eating hot peppers. I mean, like this when you have pepper stuff on your. Did you do that? Did you happen to get some cancellation on your fingers and do that? Because that's I don't know. Listen, it affects people in different ways. It really does. I mean, the first sign that I'm going to get one is my ears burn. You know what I mean? So, I don't know, man. It's interesting. I'm glad I don't get that one. Weird. You don't need to remove it. It's good. It's funny. You never get to see me live? Duke, we're live, bro. We're good. Have I tried Pepper X? Megan, I've tried Pepper X in the form of sauce, but not as a pepper. I've had Gator X. I've had Last Dab. the new last Redux, which is all done with the Pepper X and the chocolate Pepper X, but no. I will eat one eventually. Ed's a friend of mine, and I'm assured that when he releases it, I will eat one or a dozen. Cab cramps are a drag. Boy, oh boy, Dana. If you didn't get it with 2 Hobbs, you're in good shape. I'm not a fan of cab cramps. I am not a veteran. My dad is. My dad served. I am not. I'm a big patriot. I got my flag on my arm. You know why I got that flag? I told the story a bunch of times. I used to have my flag. I used to do my dining room table. I used to do my videos back there. I had a flag. And someone gave me a hard time. It was like, said I was a loser for having a flag. And what a loser I look like having the U.S. flag back there. So I went out. I called Desiree. I'm like, getting a flag tattoo. I'm hoping that person's going to bump into me someday and say something bad about my flag. I have a feeling you won't. Keyboard warrior. Do you think powders get hotter after picking them? No, I don't. I really don't. 3 tablespoons of XRS, some will give you cramps. Yeah, well, got that right. Someone speaking in Russian. Я говорю там по-русски очень плохо. What that? Anyway, all I said was I don't speak Russian well. But anyhow, let's see, 3 a.m. It's 3 a.m. for you there, Mark. What are you doing? I bid you farewell. Sleep well, dude. Horrible stomach cramps for several days. Yeah, I've had some bad ones. Not a fan. Darryl Lyle, I love you. I love you too, Darryl. Thank you, bro. Roman, really? Let's see. That's okay. Listen, I'll check it out later, Desiree. More than likely, it probably wasn't anything bad. And here's the cool thing: if it was something bad, I can speak a little Russian, but I can't read it. So, XRS go all over lunch today. That's very cool. Without an accident. Yeah, I did say without an accident. Ploha. It's a little bit better. Let's see. Jeremy says found it was the Pure Evil 13 West. That's the one. That's the one. I ate 13 million Scoville Pure Evil, and man, that was such a great. That was a fun video because I'm telling you something. That was a fun video. I got so high on that one. It was great. How many hours do you have now? How many hours do you have? Oh, what time is it? It's let's see. I'm in Reno. I always say we do this at 7:30 Central Standard because when I started the channel, I always said Central Standard when I announced the videos. But I now live in Pacific Standard Time. So my time it's 6:45 p.m. Give me a 29-hour flight. I'm down here. 20-hour flight. Long flight. Never been on a flight that long. 4 o'clock in Russia. Jeez, go to bed, man. It's too late, Santi. Yeah, that was a bad one, Matthew. That was a bad idea. You know how hot tinctures are. That was like so hot, and just usually a couple drops will do. And I drank one whole bottle of one of the tinctures, and I put the second one, which is the hotter one, in a cut up BTR, and then drank it and ate the whole thing. And I was sick from that one. That one hurt. The peppers give you an infection, Bruce. Let us know. That was a fun one, Jeremy. Aston, 246, where you guys are. You guys, I love you guys. Thank you for being here, you know. Got at least one Marine on my side. Roman Filer, thank you for your service, brother. Missouri says hi. Thank you, Shane. Say hello to Missouri for me. Or as they say, Missouri. That's how they say it there. You should post times, Zulu time, so the international crowd can translate. Zulu time. That's kind of cool. I sound like I'm in the military. I might do that. Santi's on the squad. Love that. Love my Russian brothers and sisters. So I think dried peppers are hotter than picked peppers. Boy, I've gone back and forth on that one. I've had some that were and some that weren't. I think dried peppers, if they're super hot, are kind of hard to swallow because you chew them up. When you swallow them, it's like hot glass burns. It's hard to swallow. However, fresh pods, all those oils, the capsaicin oils, are all so they're wet and they're moist and it coats your mouth so much more. Like when you eat a dried pod, your mouth is getting coated with capsaicin oils because they're all dried. You're just getting the burn and swallowing it and hurting. So I think, I don't know. The other reason is that dried pods sometimes can feel hotter. If like this pod, 90% of this pepper, or 85% or so, is water weight. So when you dehydrate it, you know what I mean? So all you got is pure heat. You don't have the water to help to deal with it. Yeah, so I think probably fresh are usually hotter. But. Hi from the East Coast. I'm an East Coast boy. Hello there. Hello, John. Hi, Alan. Hi from Iceland. My dad was stationed in the military. He was stationed in Iceland. Are there any more gourmet hot sauce stores around you? No, it's not, Long Dog. But I'm very, very fortunate that I pretty much, I buy a lot of sauce. I hope you guys know that I buy a lot of sauce, but I get a lot of sauce sent to me too. So I'm pretty blessed. Let's see. Have I tried borscht? Yeah, I spent some time in Russia. I actually really, really like borscht. It's beet soup. It's delicious. Funny, the first time I went to Russia, they said don't eat white cream sauce. Room temperature white cream sauce. Just don't do it. So I get to Russia. I was in Omsk, Siberia. The first place we went to dinner, his family's home, white cream sauce everywhere. And I didn't want to be rude, so I ate some. Phoenix Chilli, get some sleep, dude. Good to see you, man. Go to bed. Astreas says, what's the best peppers extract, etc. to use in barbecue sauce? I would just take a good strong Reaper sauce and mix it in. Maybe takes, I don't know. On barbecue, I use powders more than sauces. I'll put barbecue sauce on, but I'll coat them with powders. You could take some like Thor's Hammer, Fear This, Exorasco, Deverandum, and mix it in with Deverandum mixed in with the barbecue sauce would be really good, I think. Omsk is considered Chernobyl. Okay. I was there a couple of times. Met some wonderful people there, Santi. You want to go to barbecue stuff? Poppies, White Lightning. Sounds good. What country generally has the hottest foods and peppers? I don't know. I'd have people say that India does. I don't know. I'm not sure. I think everybody's going to say we are. That's how nations are. I'm not sure though. Let's see. Someone said I think India. I don't know. I think I might need to go to India. What sauce maker? See, hold on. What maker has a T-shirt? Would you like to get? I don't know. I have so many T-shirts. I bet you I have 50. This is the first time I've worn. I used to wear this because it donate. I used to donate blood. I used to wear this just in case I died. Hey, once his organs donated. But I have so many T-shirts from pepper companies and sauce companies. I should count them one of these days. I have a lot. I don't even know what I don't have, to be honest with you. Corey says, what are your thoughts on the Pepper X not being tested by the Guinness Book of World Record yet? I wouldn't. Here's what I think, Corey. Just for a second. I made curry. I own, let's say, hypothetically, this is my Carolina Reaper that is currently recognized by the Guinness Book as the hottest pepper. And let's say I've got this secret mystery pod, Pepper X, and it's hotter. While this is still the reigning pepper, would I send this to them and beat my own record? I wouldn't. I would sit on this Pepper X, cultivate it, stabilize it 8 seasons. I wait till it was something that the Reaper. And the minute that they did, I'd say not so fast. So it does. Some people are looking for something going on there. I know the guy; he's a good guy. I don't think there's anything going on there. Being honest with you. 30 cents for a cut and shave, or is that 3 cents? I think you're talking about India. I need to find a good place to have my goatee trimmed. Need to do that. Have I ever had a pepper accident? Expound on that, please. I'm not sure what you mean, pepper accident. I've eaten too much. What have I done? That kind of a thing. I don't know. I mean, I've eaten probably a couple thousand pods just on this channel. I've probably experienced just about everything. But you're welcome for my opinion. Thank you for asking. Devo is amazing. Roman Filer, what a great sauce. Yeah, Ghost Sniper's 300X. If you eat the tip of the jalapeno, not too spicy. Get down to the placenta where the heat is, it's going to rise. And the other thing about jalapenos, it's a weird thing. I confirm this with one of the most knowledgeable pepper people on the face of the earth. I'll stack him up against anybody. Neil Smith from Hippie Seed Company. He's a good friend of mine. I love this man. I've spent time in his home. Desiree went to his home. Saw him again in New Zealand. He's just a wonderful guy. And I said to him, man, in my mind, I just want to run it by somebody who knows more. I said, to me, all peppers fluctuate. This habanero does. I bought 4 today. One of them may be hotter than the others. Peppers do that. Even pulling 2 from the same plant will have different heat. So I said, of all the peppers I've ever eaten, I've eaten a couple. Jalapenos seem to have the widest range. On the low end, they're not very hot at all. Just like you said, they taste like a green pepper. On the high end, they're almost as hot as a habanero. It's a green pepper. And he agreed with me, which is kind of cool. What do I think about the Last Dab Reaper Edition? It's a hot sauce. I like the Last Dab. Here's the funny thing: people take that about everything. I think the only shot on Last Dab is it wasn't as hot as everybody says it was. However, it was delicious. I think it was a very, very tasty sauce. Even when you chug the entire thing, it was still tasty. So that's cool. Get the Metal Viking beard clips. I need to do that. Metal Viking. I think I'm sure I may have been I don't believe in past lives. And boy, if there was one, I probably was a Viking. We get them in our eyes at some point. Yeah, if you meant that, yeah, I got. Listen, be free. I got I did a 44 Magnum from Ashley Food Company. I did a challenge, not a challenge. I just ate a spoonful of it. It's probably a challenge. Most people do a drop. I did a whole spoonful. And I got 4 million Scoville extract in my eye during that video. I was like, let me give you guys a little trick. If you get hot sauce in your eye, you have to do what's completely opposite of what your body's going to tell you to do. Your body's going to tell you to keep your eyes shut, squeeze it shut. Like, oh my gosh, I'm doing one of these as hard as you can. Like, squeezing is going to help it. That's not going to help you. Here's what you need to do. When you get hot stuff in your eye, you got to do this. Blink a lot. It'll get it out of there quick. You got to be kidding me. Nuff is here. Guys, say hi to Nuff from Main Event Pong. Hi, Nuff, dude. I'm great, man. How are you? Love your videos, man. Big fan. Been a subscriber to you for a long time. That's legitimately what I don't put hot sauce on steak. When I cook a steak, it's raw. I mean, as rare as though. If I go out, I always say I want it as rare as the law will allow. When I cook it at home, I just sear it on one side for about 60 seconds maybe, and then 60 seconds on the other side. That's it. The only sauce I'll ever put on a steak is Devo. Never Random is such a good hot sauce. In fact, when I was with Jay Turner from Burns McCoy, I was with Desiree and his wife and Jay. We were in where'd we go, Desiree? We went to some steak place. He took me to a steak place literally because he wanted me to go on a steak. And man, incredible. It was so good. Keep it clean, Cypher. I hate to ban you. I'm not going to bring it up again. Keep a clean tongue in your mouth or you'll find yourself banned. Anyhow, can you order steak seared in most places? Thank you. Sign a waiver. No, I mean, most places, here's the thing. I'm never, ever going to get a steak the way I like it in a restaurant. It's just not going to happen. So really, if I want a steak, I'd rather cook it at home on a grill than go out. Because cook at home. Listen, I went to visit one of my longtime friends. I've known longer. The only person I've known longer than that I've known longer is Desiree. Buddy of mine, Doug from Vermont. Man, love this guy. He is as close to me as any man can be. I love this guy. And man, I went to visit him. It must have been 20 years ago. I get to his house. He had driven to Canada and got my favorite Canadian beer at the time was Brador. I don't even think they have Brador anymore. But and he had filet mignon, big filet mignon. So he turns the oven on and he goes, "I got a problem, Johnny." I said, "What?" He goes, "The oven's dead. It's not working." I said, "What do you mean it's not working?" He goes, "It's not working. The stove's not working." It was wintertime. Couldn't cook. You couldn't grill outside. I said, "You got salt and pepper and maybe some garlic salt or pepper?" He said, "Sure." I said, "I'm good." He goes, "I'm good." Ate that completely raw. And it was so delicious. It wasn't funny. I don't have a Patreon, Darryl. The reason I have a Patreon is this, man. I thought about it, and here's the deal. You got to pay. You have to pay to watch Patreon. And I just have a problem with asking you guys for the money. Trust me, I need it. I'm not making a lot of money doing what I do. I was telling somebody. Who's Jeremy? I'm cash poor, but I'm travel rich, and I'm rich in friends, and I'm rich in life. Like, I don't know. I don't need a lot of things to be happy. So, but I don't make a lot of money. So, I thought about doing the Patreon. I can't bring myself to ask you guys to pay to see me. Not going to happen. Anyhow, let's see. Yeah, I did see that gummy bear. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that. I did see that though. I love Heat 101. They're great people, good friends. Yeah, to me, if the minute it's past rare, and I mean really rare, it's like I can't eat. I couldn't stay. I wouldn't like it. In fact, when I was married to my kid's mom, on my year heart tart, and my wife would go out and get a filet mignon, have it ground up, and she'd come home and she'd put it on a plate, and she'd make a little volcano, a little hole in it. She'd take an egg yolk, just the yolk, and put the yolk in the middle of it, and some coarse sea salt. That was my birthday dinner. I requested all the time. And somebody told her it was bad for you, and she said, "Not doing it. I'm not making that for you anymore." So I haven't had steak tartare in a while. I really love steak tartare. Steak tartare is raw meat. So, you're great, Darryl. I appreciate it. Listen, I throw a lot of videos up. I didn't make videos when I was with Desiree. Yeah, we were out back having that steak. Thank you. When I was in Texas with my son for his graduation, I didn't make it. I made one video, I think, while I was there. But usually I upload a couple videos a day, 2, 3 a day. This is the second one today. I did one this morning. But I try to give you guys a lot of content. Someone made a comment. Again, I hate to even comment on this because if he's a troll, he might see this and this will feed him. But one person said, "This is some tough love, Johnny." He said, "I got to have graphics. I got to edit my videos, and all this stuff." And I'm like, "Look, man, you're taking it more seriously than I am. I'm not that stressed about it. I'm turning the camera on, turning it off, and raw. I want it to be like sitting down and having a conversation with me. And if there's music in the beginning and there's graphics, that's not a conversation at all. That's not intimate. That's not what we're doing here. So I'm going to keep it raw. That's all there is to it. I do create a lot of content. Yeah, we're necking in on 4 months of view time, which is kind of cool. If you watched them all back to back, one after the other, it would take about almost 4 months to watch them all. I try to be a good entertainer. That's what I don't really call myself a reviewer. I mean, I certainly review stuff. I wouldn't say I'm a challenge guy. I'm an entertainer. Are you not entertained? That's my job. You want to pay. I don't want you to pay, Darryl. If you're really crazy like that, you want to pay, go to any one of my videos. There's a tip jar. You can put a tip in there or something like David Rosa just did. You can do that. But you don't listen. I just want you to enjoy it. That's all. David Rosa, thank you so much. Says, "Hello, Johnny. Johnny, you're an incredible dude. Love your videos. We all love you here in Philly. Can you do all the pepper extracts at one time?" Probably not. And I appreciate that, the financial help there, David. If you put 4 more zeros on the end of that, I would probably do that. I don't know. Listen, I have and thank you, Roman Filer. Thank you so much. Here's the deal. And I have such a weird love-hate relationship with extract. I love the burn a lot. I hate the taste, and I hate the cramps it gives you. So I don't know. Darryl, Lyle, are you joking me, dude? Man. Darryl, go to chasetheheat@gmail.com and get me your address. Okay, I'm going to get you something out in the mail. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. It means the world. Wow. Like, what do you even do with that? I look at that, I'm going, like, I'm rarely at a loss for words. You guys have been with me long enough, right? Rarely am I humming, and I'm humming right now. Wow. Thank you, man. The world. Well, you know what's really funny? You say that I have an audience now. I got to share with you something. I feel like I'm the audience and you're the show. When if Nuff is still here, maybe Nuff can comment on this and see if this happened to you, Nuff. When I tell this a lot, Nuff, when I first started the channel, like before I uploaded my first video, this was my channel. It was all about me, and I was really into that. I was like, man, I got a YouTube channel. And I remember when I uploaded a video, and like 4 days later, someone said, I'm a huge fan. I loved your videos. And I went, it was like a light switch. I remember feeling, honest to God, Nuff, I don't know if this happened to you, but that moment, I remember thinking, whoa, this channel stopped becoming about me that day when I read that comment. I had to read it twice. And the channel's about you guys, man. I feel like I'm a part more than you're a part of my thing. But the most important thing is we all feel like we're in this together. And that's the cool thing, you know? I've said this a million times before. I have such a problem with, it is humbling, wickedly humbling. I have a problem with the word sub. I think of subordinate or substantial. You know what I mean? I wish I could think of a sub, like a sub sandwich, because it'd be a lot easier to deal with. But I don't like it because no one's substantial. Nobody's subordinate here. You know what I mean? So that's why I've always said we're family. You know, we're part of the family. And the other reason I say that is when you go to a show and you meet people like Darryl, you walk into a show. Can I share with you something? You walk into a show with me. When you walk up to me, number one, you're going to say, I'm the same dude when I'm standing in front of you that I'm on video, and it's going to feel like family. And that's why I don't call it subs. That's why it's such a big family. Darryl says, what drew me here was my kids. My kids said, Daddy, this guy loves peppers too. I want to share the experience with others. Wow. That's very, very cool. Yeah, live streams are the best, Nuff. It's like, it's just, man, it's my happy place. This is where I'm at my best. And you know, the kids, you mentioned your kids told you about this. Darryl, I got to tell you something funny. I was in Houston, and all these problems are happening on my flight, one after the other. And I had just gotten off a tarmac, sitting on it for 3.5 hours, just a nightmare. I get off, and because of that, Desiree will confirm all this. Because of that, I missed the last flight out. The last flight out of Houston to get me home. I would have been home yesterday or 2 days ago. I ended up getting home yesterday. I was this far. I was so close to going. I was so mad. And right as I did that, this little boy tapped me on the arm. I looked down. He's about this tall. He goes, you're Johnny Scoville. I went, yeah. He goes, I watched your one chip challenge. I love your show. I went, that came. I heard somebody say once, you never meet your hero because it will shatter your image of your hero. That kid had waited 10 seconds to destroyed his image of me. Thank God he spoke up when he did. I was like, whoa, he was 12. He's about to turn 13, like a week or so away. So I sat down with he and his mom and his little 8-year-old brother. We sat down and talked for like 3 hours. He was the nicest little kid. He's watched a bunch of my videos. He's a subscriber. Are you kidding? His mom goes, so I was sitting there. I had one tube of Terra left. And I pulled it out. I said, here. And he goes, are you kidding me? And his mom goes, what's that? He goes, Mom, this is the tube of Terra. He knew. So I said, you know what? I grabbed it. I gave it to his mom. I'm like, you got to hang on to this. Have him read the waiver and don't let him eat any for a long, long time. But I gave him that. And it was just like that kid made my day. And that's what I mean. This is so much more about all you guys than it is me. I mean that. Nuff is the man. Oh man. You guys ever see the Partridge Family, the old TV show when you were like little kids? The old partridges? A whole bunch of them. Mom and a bunch of little ones just ran across my yard. And this whole thing hanging in front of them looks like the cartoon. It's pretty funny. Darryl Lyle, what are your kids' names? Let me give your kids a shout out. Tell me what your children's names are. Since they're the ones who got you to me, I want to thank them. They're heroes, not me. They're the heroes. Vendetta, thank you. I'm not a great guy. I'm just trying. Thank you, Stomach Hands. Yeah, go check out Main Event Pong. Great show. Really, really fun. All right, so Jason and Michael. Big shout out. Jason and Michael Lyle. You guys are awesome. Thanks for turning your dad onto this. Keep getting people eating peppers. That's the reason I did this, you guys, is I want more people eating peppers. They're good. They're fun. They bring us together. Something we can bond on. I'm bonding with my son over peppers. I bond with my father. If you would ever listen, the idea that I can bond with my 82-year-old dad over peppers, my dad tasted his first super hot a week and a half ago. If you told me that was going to happen a couple of years ago, I never would have believed it. So peppers bring us together. Something wonderful. Will Strong, you're wonderful. I'm not a legend. I'm just a chili head, man. I'm not a legend, but thank you for saying that. I brought you into the world of heat, Johnny. Thank you, Roman. That's pretty cool. That's awesome. Yeah, we're very happy, Jason and Michael. Glad you guys are here. When's my dad going to be back on? I'll probably shoot a video with my dad. You want one tomorrow? We'll shoot one tomorrow. How about that? Okay, Eric Klopp says, first comment ever on a live chat. Very cool. Love you, Johnny, a true legend. Man, stop. I'm a chili. Thank you. I don't know what to do with that when you guys say that. I just, I put my pants on like you guys. A little kid walks up to me. I hit my thumb with a hammer. I say a dirty word. I'm just a normal guy. Just I'm a chili head. That's all. But thank you. Will Strong Novastar. There you go. Full name, my friend. You and your dad were burning peppers with your dad when you were 13. That's so cool. That's awesome. This is better than Lionel trade. The Lionel trade. Too funny. Awesome. You want to know a legend? My dad's a legend. That guy's a legend. Boy, he's 6'3", so he's a tall guy, but man, you put two guys 6'3" together on the same sunny day, and my dad's shadow's 10 times longer. My dad's a beast. What a great guy. He's amazing. I don't know, David. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. You know what I do every morning? I used to figure it out before I went to bed, what I'm gonna do the next day. I don't even do that anymore. I get up in the morning, I look at all what I got. I'm like, I try to give you guys a good mix. I don't want it to be just sauce, just powders. I want, there's powders, sauce, pod, desserts, ice cream, there's chocolates, and you name it. There's something heated, chips and snacks and stuff. So I want to give you guys a real wide variety. So tomorrow morning, I'm not sure what I'll do. Sliver of orange pepper. I don't know. He ate a sliver. I can't remember what he ate the other day. It was I don't remember, but it was a super hot, and he had just a sliver of it. But man, he liked it. That's cool. Listen, you're so cool, Darryl, but I can't. I have such an internal conflict with having. Listen, when you give a tip that you just did, I struggle with that even. Thank you so much. It means the world. But I just have this internal little clash. Thank you, Jeremy. Bless you, dude. I just have this internal little battle going on. I don't know. I just couldn't do it. I can't bring myself to do it. I just if somebody wants to donate or help the channel along. Listen, I appreciate you so much. But to say you got to pay to watch me, I'm Johnny Scoville. I'm not Brad Pitt or I'm just an idiot. I'm not. I don't know. Hey, enough. Have a great dinner. Thanks for hanging out with me, brother. Appreciate it. Make some more videos. I love it. Thank you, Darryl, for saying that. But man, listen, I just want you guys. I want to give this to you. But thank you for saying that. It means the world, honestly. Isan Rain, bye bye, my brother. You continue off to offer the free shows. I know, but listen. If you knew how many times I asked Desiree and I've talked about this. In fact, want to say something funny about when I started my channel? I started a Patreon account, so I have one. But I've never uploaded one, and I can't bring myself to do it. I can't. I wish I could. I can't. Okay, so Michael, I work in a school. Think groundskeeper Willie type. I love it. Got a few challenging kids on the Chilli Trail. I love it. Gives the idea to focus on me. Yeah, it does. Oh, I got to tell you something funny. I was just with Junior right after he graduated, and he tells me that he brought a tube of terror to school. And 3 kids ate it and got sick and threw up. I'm like, I can't believe you graduated. Oh, God. Do you understand that's almost weapon grade? It's you can kill somebody with that. I mean, you really can't kill somebody with that, but you imagine handing those out to kids in school that don't know what they're getting. He told them this is super hot. It's the hottest thing you're ever going to eat. He warned them, but man, oh man, can't punk people like that. Thank you, David Rose. I appreciate you saying that. Listen, what would happen if I started thinking I'm an incredible dude? I'm a legend. What would you think of me? Here's the thing. I think when you have a channel like this, one of two things happens. When people start, loving what you do and they show their appreciation, one of two things are going to happen. You're going to go this way, and it's going to go like this and ground you. It's going to be the most grounding, humbling. Every time I read something like that, sticks me deeper in the ground and keeps me grounded. But the other way you can do is go this way, and you get a big head. You think you deserve it. And you think that you have it coming. All of a sudden, you think you're special. I'm just, every time you know what I do? I listen to my inner voice is my mother. My inner voice is my mother, and my mom says I love you a lot, but I don't know what they see in this. But she keeps me grounded, So I don't know that imposter got nixed from. They got rid of. YouTube got rid of him. I made that post, and like 550 people reported him within like a couple hours, and the next morning he was gone. And here's the thing, I almost feel bad about that. Chances are that guy was just a huge fan of the show. Chances are he just wanted to show his appreciation, and that's how he showed it. That's probably the truth. I got to tell you something. Had he come to me and said, hey, I want to use your picture, I wouldn't let him use my name, but he said, I want to use your picture on my profile. Is that cool? I would have said, yeah. But to say I'm Johnny Scoville, do you realize the damage he could have done if he went somewhere and made a nasty comment or said something off color that wasn't right? People are going to think that's me. And how can I tell them it wasn't? It wasn't me. I saw your name in your picture. It was you. So it's how to be careful with that. Thank you, Jeff. You're a good man. Isn't that cool? Make yourself invaluable. You have a job for life. Consider yourself invaluable, and you'll be. Consider yourself invaluable. You'll be gone in a week. My uncle. I have an uncle. My mom's brother told me. My Uncle John said to me once. He said, "Johnny, graveyards are full of people the world couldn't live without, but the world keeps spinning anyway." You know what I mean? Like when they killed Kennedy, they're going to do. You get up the next day, the world keeps spinning. When 9/11 happened, you get up the next day, the world keeps spinning. The world keeps spinning. So I'm not that important. But I agree. I'm all about making yourself invaluable. That's a fact. The U.S. Army. I didn't know you're in the Army, Darryl. That is awesome. Thank you for your service, brother. I appreciate that. I'm about to do this again, and I can't promise I can do this all the time. Don't do it again. You've already done it enough. Just watch, please. Thank you. Yeah, no. Oh, Darryl, jeez. Oh, please don't do that again. Thank you so much. But, no, I appreciate that, but I'm not worth that. Golly, man. Make sure you get me your address, Darryl, and I want your shirt size and the shirt size of your sons. Okay, please do that for me. Thank you. Wow. See, it's I thank you so much. I'm so grateful. I just don't know how to handle that. Like the dog chasing the car. The dog catches the car, and then like, what does the dog do with the car? But say thank you. Wow. Thank you, Darryl. That's, I don't even know what to say. Make sure I get that email, please. Okay. I'm speechless too. I don't know what to say. Right. I mean, thank you. I don't know what to say. Again, I never stumble over words. I never do that. But wow. Thank you. Thank you. You guys are all great. You know what we ought to do? I was watching a live feed of the LA Beast a week ago. You know what he did? He had a meet and greet where he picked a place. Darryl, thank you again. I would die for Darryl. Boy, me too. He had a meet and greet. He picked a place centralized. I don't know how he figured out what was closest for the majority of his people, but he picked a spot and had a day, a meet and greet, like in a park or something for a whole day. That would be the greatest thing in the entire world, to be able to give you a hug, Darryl. Thank you again. Thank you, Isan. I'm trying to do a good job. But wow. Don't know what to say. Yeah, Team Darryl, huh? Wow. But please do me a favor. As much as I appreciate that, don't do that again. Thank you so much. I'm silly. Do this channel. How much do you charge for an extra large T-shirt? I don't have any available right now, but I'm going to get some for him. When we have them when I have them available, they're $25 a shirt. But Darryl, we say this is great content. It makes people be the best of themselves. And I don't mind funding that. It makes us be the best of ourselves. And and that is what you do. Wow. In your email, well, I can't wait to have that information because I'll have your address. And I need to come visit you, man. Thank you, David. I appreciate you, man. 6 hours away. That's not bad. Kelly is sort of new to the channel. Johnny, I was just wondering how much it would be for an extra. Oh, yeah, I already answered that. It's $25 for a t-shirt. I don't have one now. You know what? Desiree, let's talk tonight. Same bat time, same bat channel. I got an idea for a t-shirt. All right, we'll do that. And that's a good idea. Remind me because I might forget. Yeah, Long Dog, I absolutely will mention that to Merle from Hellfire for sure. John, see, Michael says, you put out one of the greatest vibes, Johnny, so it's great to see you love them back. Thank you. I appreciate it. Jeff's in Tucson. My sister has my sister used to live in Phoenix. Oh, not Phoenix. Is it David? I gotta log off. Thank you so much. We're gonna wrap this up now. David, go to my email address, please, and send me your address where I can mail you something. We're gonna log off now, you guys. I don't want you guys to do this anymore. I don't know what to say, and this is all right. I'm struggling a little bit. I love you guys so much. I'm not wrapping this up because I don't want to stop. You know, I don't know what to say. I'm going to wrap this up now. Please, David and Darryl, email me your addresses, shirt size, and everything. I don't know what to say. I love you guys so much. Whether you gave something or you're just sitting here watching, being appreciative of the ones that are giving. I love you all. I really do. Oh, boy, huh? Anyway, I don't just say I'm going to log off for all of you guys tonight. Thank you so much. This has been an amazing evening. I'm going to log off now. Right here is the pepper that makes us all family. Click that and be family with me. I love you guys a lot. Thanks for hanging out with me. Darryl, David, I don't know what to say. I'm sorry I'm so tongue-tied right now. I don't get like this too often. I love you guys a lot. I'm going to log off now. I'm Johnny Scoville. I love you guys a lot. This is Chase the Heat. Turns out I'm still streaming. I'm sorry, you guys. I love you. Gotta go.